The gut is no longer just about digestion. It's become the command center for conversations between your heart, kidneys, immune system, and even your brain. This intricate web of interactions is now being mapped out in what researchers call the gut-heart-kidney axis. It's a triad that reflects how changes in microbial composition, sometimes down to the abundance of a single bacterial species, can ripple through your entire body. One microbe drawing particular attention in this story is Blautia hydrogenotrophica, a seemingly obscure resident of the human gut that may be doing more harm than good when it comes to chronic disease risk. Under normal circumstances, Blautia hydrogenotrophica helps break down dietary compounds and contributes to energy harvesting from food. But like many microbes, its impact depends on its context and its neighbors. When overabundant, Blautia species, including B. hydrogenotrophica, have been linked to increased production of trimethylamine, TMA, a compound that the liver converts into TMAO, trimethylamine N-oxide, a molecule now firmly associated with a higher risk of heart disease and kidney dysfunction. TMAO doesn't just float around benignly. It can promote arterial plaque buildup, impair cholesterol clearance, and contribute to fibrosis in the kidneys, essentially turning your microbiome into a microscopic saboteur. In several human studies, higher levels of B. hydrogenotrophica have been found in individuals with hypertension, cardiovascular disease, or early-stage kidney dysfunction. Its metabolic activity may also contribute to increased levels of circulating uremic toxins like p-cresol sulfate and indoxyl sulfate, compounds that accumulate in people with declining kidney function and accelerate further damage. So while it's not the most infamous bug in the gut, B. hydrogenotrophica could be quietly nudging the dial toward metabolic and vascular stress behind the scenes. What's striking is that you can influence the abundance of bacteria like B. hydrogenotrophica not through antibiotics or medication, but through diet, particularly fiber-rich, plant-based foods that support microbial diversity and discourage the overgrowth of species that contribute to TMA production. Diets high in animal protein, especially red meat and egg yolks, are known to fuel TMA-producing bacteria, whereas diets rich in polyphenol and resistant starches seem to suppress them. This makes fiber not just a tool for bowel regularity, but a way to reprogram your microbiome's metabolic output. Certain foods stand out for their ability to support this microbial rebalancing. Pistachios, with their unique fiber structure and polyphenol content, promote the growth of bacteria that produce anti-inflammatory short-chain fatty acids, while reducing those involved in TMA production. Similarly, legumes and whole grains like oats and barley feed Faecalibacterium prosnitziae and Akkermansia mucinifera, beneficial microbes that help maintain gut barrier integrity and metabolize waste products in a kidney-friendly way. Even fermented foods like kefir and sauerkraut may help by introducing competing strains and lowering gut pH, making the environment less hospitable to undesirable overgrowth. Beyond food choices, overall dietary patterns matter. The Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes plants, fish, nuts, and olive oil, has been associated with lower levels of TMAO and better cardiovascular and renal outcomes. It turns out that the microbial shifts this diet induces, including reduced Blautia species, may be just as important as the macronutrients themselves. In contrast, high-fat, high-protein, low-fiber diets tend to do the opposite. They foster a microbiome that generates more harmful metabolites and stirs up systemic inflammation. So while we often treat heart, kidney, and gut diseases as separate issues with separate treatments, the microbial map shows us they're deeply connected. Your gut doesn't just reflect your health, it helps direct it. And even microbes you've never heard of, like Blautia hydrogenotrophica, may be steering your cardiovascular and renal risks without you knowing. The good news is that every meal offers a chance to shift the balance. With the right foods, you can support a microbiome that works for you, not against you, and strengthen not just your digestion, but your heart and kidneys too.